This weekend, it seemed like the whole WNBa stopped.
The Indiana Fever faced off against the Chicago Sky in a blowout victory.
And going in on the Chicago Sky.
They're not going to be pushed around anymore. Even in the midst of all the talk yesterday, you have a Sophie Cunningham, you have a Natasha Howard, and you have a DeWanna Bonner. There's a level of credibility. There's a level of toughness.
Caitlin Clark, in the post-game interview, she made it a point to say, this is not please don't blow this out of proportion.
Just as it looked like the Indiana Fever would win, Dana Bonner walked up to the mic and burned the timeline as she put Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky in their place.
She currently funked herself with Charlotte Webb after she shared a post last night of pretty much somebody congratulating her and going in on the Chicago Sky.
In the middle of it all, Angel Reese caught strays and side looks, while Caitlin Clark took it all in with her usual calm. Bonner wasn't skirting the truth. A vet with records is the only one who can serve the sass, stir the tea, and then pour it all over the court with such accuracy.
This part 32, let's get it! This ain't LeBron, this is butter pecan! Burn! They want to put her at point forward this season. They want her making plays, because she a playmaker! Burn! That Angel Reese hit a buzzer beater, you gotta check this out! 3, 2, 1, burn! Who cares they lost by 35 points? At least she got her 17 rebounds! Hey Ma, you got a receipt for this Barbie? I think this one's broken!
What began as a normal gathering after the game turned into a full-on roast. Also, the Fever's win wasn't the most exciting part. It was the trailer for the movie. Bonner shooting, Reese in the sky in real time. It wasn't just games. It was a mix of reality TV and ESPN.
They make it a hate thing. They make it a hate train. It's no. I'm telling you, if I was the coach or the owner, we forfeit in every game. Either we forfeit or Angel will not be in attendance.
Angel Reese fans is calling race, they're sparking a race war on Twitter right now, and it's starting to get national attention. They're attacking white fans, black fans.
You could feel the electricity in the building from the first blast. They were sick to their stomachs from all the worries people were having. The air was thick with hope. It was quick, rough, and surgical. Every time the ball was touched, it said something.
Clark pulls deep one left wing. Caitlin Clark is her. Natasha Howard able to lay it in. The Boston, her jumper is good.
I think we have a group that's much like the Pacers. We've got a lot of great balance.
Still on the bounce. 3 seconds to go in the half. Caitlin, left wing, off balance, 3. Got it! Caitlin connects.
And Miss Clark Caitlin. Not only did she run the offense, but she also wrote a symphony. It was the biggest surprise of the night. Indiana didn't just follow the rules, they set the rules for everything. And Dana Bonner looked like she had marked this game on her calendar, circled it, and written vengeance in big letters.
DeWanna Bonner, man, Indiana Fever on became the third all-time WNBa leading scorer in history.
Caitlin Clark looks like she's going to be the MVP of the league. Angel Reese made a fool out of herself, and we won by 100, and I won. So we're back in the good mode, back in the winning. Yesterday was tough with the Celtics, but we're back, baby, and it all starts with who? CC, 22, Caitlin Clark.
Angel Reese came in acting like she always does. She talked and moved a lot, but this time she ran into a different kind of fire. Not loud or flashy, just a cold performance. Indiana put a bad story over her like a blanket. Even though she got her double-double, it didn't feel like the main point of the story. This game was part of the Fever, and it was clear that the mood had changed. Clark and Bonner didn't just show up, they had the land.
She had as much passion for basketball as she did for her hate for Caitlin Clark. Gonna get up, scream in her face. You should be thanking her, because you would have missed another wide-open layup. They say, but don't lie. Oh, she gonna cry. Wah, wah. 35% from the field. Trash. She had 5 turnovers. Trash. There are living human beings that breathe, that enjoy this kind of basketball. To the psych ward you go. Burn. It's like driving by a car wreck. I can't help myself. I can't stop watching.
Angel in the Sky knew that this wasn't his house because of every move they made. As the game went on, no one kept looking at Reese because she was so good. She got it stuck on her while she was folding. Her normally strong confidence broke. It took a lot of bad drives and missed chances to break down the front. Fans noticed, so did her team, and you can bet Bonner did too. She didn't just eat it. She used
Much
it to
like
power
Donnie
herself.
Carr, Angel Reese relies on the dramatics to generate attention. Because just like Donnie, she can't maintain attention based on skill. And the attention-seeking behavior, it started immediately yesterday as Angel Reese and the Chicago Bravado decided that they were going to disrespect the country by refusing to come out for the national anthem. She immediately loses her temper. She could not believe Caitlin Clark stole her moment. Angel Reese gets off the ground very slowly, because everyone seems to be moving in slow motion in the WNBa.
It changed from a game to a message board. The best part was when Bonner grabbed the ball from under Reese like she was a thief in Times Square. She slid in for the layup and didn't even smile. There was no party, just a blank stare through Reese like glass. It was cold, scientific, and famous. Then there was the post-game post, where she easily showed off her skills while throwing some digital shade at Rhee and her team. The timeline didn't just respond, it went off. Rhee left to deal with the emotional parts. She wasn't even telling the story anymore. Her stats were no longer in the center. Instead, Bonner's message was, "It wasn't a win." That's what it said. In bold ink, a senior just took the stage and claimed her space. When Reese walked into the arena, she looked like she owned the story. But it was clear right away that this was going to be a pressure cooker. She was touched by bodies every time. You could get caught on every move. Even worse was Indiana's crowd, ruthless Bonner. There was no light or pattern, it was just intense all the time. Like the Fever didn't like her highlight reel and wanted to get even with her. Bonner did more than just defend, she set up a shutout. And Clark, she was the steady hand that put on shows while the Sky tried to figure out what year it was. On paper, it looked like a game, but it turned out to be a lesson in how to be dominant and accurate. To fight back, Angel Reese grabbed boards, dove for scraps, and clawed at momentum like a participant on a game show that was obviously rigged. But it was clear that something was wrong. She moves with the usual confidence, and she brings a loud, proud energy to the floor. It didn't look inflated. Her steps were not leading. They looked for something. The Fever was like a rocket that looks for heat.
DB is somebody that, is a Hall of Famer, like a legend, not only a good basketball player, a great person, a great leader. The strongest voice in our locker room is hers. And it's fun to have been around here now for about a month just to get to learn from her and soak it in. And I'm really happy she got to do it at the free throw line and all the fans could go crazy and cheer for her because she certainly deserved that moment. And it was really awesome to see and be a part of.
It was meant for Rhee and Bonner. She didn't have to yell. After every bucket, every stop, and every shame, she looked at Reese with eyes like a queen in a chess game. Her statement was quiet, but it was very loud. Not yet. Then there was the spark that went viral and lit up the internet like a lighting show while the game was over. Bonner shared a word of congratulations. Bonner reposted a congrats message, short, sharp, and laced with quiet pride. No tags, no drama. Just the kind of flex that speaks louder than any post-game quote ever could. It wasn't just a win on the stat sheet. It was a shift in the narrative. Reese walked in expecting the spotlight, but Bonner left with the mic. And if there was any doubt about who owned that court, Dana Bonner made sure the whole league felt it. Game over. Message delivered. The vet still runs the show.